Hello, everyone. It's Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues and Kenny the Jet Smith. Wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. One of the best wings in the NBA, might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete about his game, especially playing next to Steph Curry. You know, when you play with a guy that has a little bit more, you tend to steal a little bit what they're doing. So, you know, his ball handling is definitely getting better. He can help with the playmaking duties. But what I love about this guy, he can score in a variety of ways.
His defense could be stifling at times, too. I mean,
he's a great two-way player.
He's a two-way player, but I don't know if I would give him the best two-guard yet in the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the New Orleans Pelicans. And that was a close call. They pulled it out with a win and just 2 points at that. But it wasn't easy.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Now here's Curry. Lets the 3 fly. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Back to Beverly. Harden outside. Houston moving the ball around. Howard's shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Curry. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Green passes to Curry. The 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 6.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
From deep. And released it in time, but it's off. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Moniunas out there with Brewer. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. There's Green with the 3. The rebound by Harden. Over to the left wing. Now Beverly from the low block. The shot is off. It's the
2K Sports halftime show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period as it was. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And even though the defensive pressure and attention was squarely on him in that first half, yet he's still able to be the most effective player on the floor.
But for him, Greg, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less, and I bet he has even more in store for us during the stretch run.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes at the small forward.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Houston in the lead. And here's Harden. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Curry against Beverly. Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Beverly wide open. Another miss by Houston. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. Smith at the power forward with Howard at the center. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Beasley in at the 3 spot. It's Curry outside. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Absolutely. Critical chance to go their way. The drive by Smith. Good job.
This is exactly what you get when you allow Josh Smith to heat up. Unstoppable.
On offense, here are the Warriors. From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live it.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Smith. And then for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Azili. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 5. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson dishes to Green. From deep three-point range, Thompson misses. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 6. 8 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
Beasley kicks to Beverly. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And he commits the intentional foul.
At the line for your Rockets, Patrick Beverly. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Here's Curry. Misses the shot. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burks.
Well, first off,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie